Hey, Blank Bang here, the happy husband. Today's Saturday. I'm doing a bunch of honeydews. Thus my attire. Two trees fell on my house, man. And so I'm doing some upgrades beyond what the insurance is going to cover. I'm going to put a new fireplace inside my living room. But I want to do this quick pop-up because that's what's going on in social media today. I just want to talk to you something and be transparent. There's a lot of talks out there, especially if you watch some of the popular shows out there about relationships and stuff like that, and the Kendra show, and KS the Godfather, and you watching all these things what's going on. And so really my personal testimony, you can say, is that when I was 29, I decided to get married. It was in my head, so I prayed about it. God showed me this woman. I saw the woman first. I immediately fell in love with her. It was love at first sight. All right, but the woman that I fell in love with already had a child, right? And the woman that I found was beautiful. Matter of fact, the first date I know you never heard this before, but the first date that I went on with her, she brought our little Crystal to us. And I learned something about blended families, and I learned something about being a stepfather and having stepchildren, which I never used that word. Matter of fact, I never used that word in my family. But I just want to tell you that when I met my wife, Joyce, she was beautiful. Still is beautiful. Beautiful woman. I'm talking about outside. My wife, beautiful woman, right? She was high ranking in beauty. Hair, face, body, everything. But also, my wife was agreeable. She's still agreeable. She has a spirit of cooperation about her. And my wife was very kind. She was very brave. She was courageous and very smart. She was all those things. And so when I saw all this in this little package, I booked it, man. I wifed it up. I did. I wifed it up, man. But I want to tell you that if you're a man out there, I'm being sincere, if you're a man out there and you found a woman and she already had children before she met you, in other words, if she already had a life before you, and she did some things, and it could be 1 child, 3 child. There's no limit to how many children she have, but she is the woman for you. Through life experiences, maybe she changed, maybe she didn't change, but whatever it is that you see something in her that you want to wife up, don't let the world discourage you from being married to a woman that have children. Nor let the world discourage you by being married to somebody who has multiple baby daddies. Now I'm going to tell you the reason why that is. See, when I decided to marry my wife, I was grown. I was 29 years old. So I counted the cost. Did that make sense to you? I counted the cost, man. I counted the cost. And far as, all right, she has a child. She had this man in her life. I don't know if he's going to come back. I don't know if he's going to cause me any problems. But I know that I wife him up, and I know that has certain rights, right? And so I just manned up, right? And you were dealing with some girl, and her ex-boyfriend's in prison. He gonna come back out, and you think there might be some problems. Well, you just gotta man up, and that's the way it is. And so I just gotta man up. Now, if I was having a stepdaughter, first off, I never called my daughter a stepdaughter. I never did. I immediately embraced her, and the Bible calls it the spirit of adoption. So I immediately embraced my daughter, and then me and my wife had another child, right? And I came in a relationship with another child because, man, back in the day we were just sinners, man. We was. I'm telling you straight up, we were just sinners, man. Having babies out of wedlock. But that's life. And then me and my wife, as we grew older, we matured, and we came to some decisions. And one of the decisions we made is that we're never going to divorce. Now, today is very important to you because you might have a little old girl in sight, and she might have 2 kids, 3 kids, and it really doesn't make a difference. Now, I will say that when they become teenagers, they some rebellious things, but they no more rebellious than any other child that you fathered, right? And so, yeah, they probably say, you ain't my daddy. They're going to say, you ain't my mother, right? They're going to say that because how is they going to fight back and get back at you? Because the minds are full of testosterone. The minds are full of estrogen. They're all confused. But I'm saying this, oh man, if you can listen to me today, If you be good to that child mother, be good to her, and be good to them, and take care of them, and sow into their life, invest into their life, man. When they come out of that rebellious years, and then they start dealing in the world reality, they're going to realize that you're a good man. That you're a good man. Right? And they're going to love you for it. And literally, they're going to be ashamed of how they treated you during those years. But it's okay. Don't throw it up in face. It's part of the life process if you decide to go down this road and marry somebody who have children by another man. Right? And I'm telling you right now, it's a good thing that you're a person that in your heart that you want to do it. Now, this is just preference. You don't have to. If you're single and you prefer a woman to have no child, man, that's great. That is great. I'm not bashing single mothers, and I'm not bashing women. That's a preference because you want to build your own clan. That makes sense. You don't want to deal with some ninja that pop up every 10 years, which I had to deal with. I had to deal with that stuff, and that's another story for another time. And you know, that's just life. And so I just took it all part of the journey of finding a good woman and loving her and keeping her close in my heart and investing in her and protecting her and doing the things that a husband is supposed to do. So I hope this is a word of encouragement. I think this is a timely message, and that it's something you consider. You got any questions, come to me. I'm Blaine Van, the Happy Husband. You can find me on YouTube under Blaine, the Happy Husband. And on that channel, you'll get a lot more than this, what you're getting right here. Hey, God bless you. And I'll be praying for you.